traders, what if I told you you could be an aggressive trader or a passive trader? Well, we're going to explore exactly what that means with an example from the S&P 500 trade yesterday. And if you stay till the end of the vid, guys, I'm also going to give you all of my trade ideas for today. We've got some against trend trades there. But let's start with this aggressive versus passive. Okay, now this is the S&P 500 and we were looking to sell this market. Why were we looking to sell it? Well, we was in a downtrend, okay, and this is where we were, right? We're getting lower highs, yeah, lower lows. This was a trade idea from yesterday. If we go back in time, this is, not including yesterday's candle, right? So this was our setup. This was what we were looking at, and we'd seen this level through here, and we just kept seeing these bounces off that level. Okay, so we thought we could come lower back down to this level, right? Potentially all the way down to this level. So that's the setup. And your target is always the last daily low for our first target, if not a bit further, right? So please bear that in mind. Now, if we go back to the H4 at this point, right, this is where we're at, okay? So we were in this H4 downtrend, but now we're kind of seeing a build up in structure. We're getting higher lows, yeah, and these highs are holding, all right? But we're seeing a bit of bullish structure, right? And we're above the moving average 20. Okay. Now, at this point, right, really, we've got two levels to trade from, right? We've got this level, which has proven to be good resistance, and we've got this level that's proven to be good support. Now, if you're an aggressive trader, right, you are going to consider this level, okay? If you get a bearish reaction, something like this, at this level, we can start looking for sells, all right? Whereas if you are a more passive, less aggressive trader, you will wait for a break of structure, right? Something like this, okay? Then we can start selling in here, right? Both ideas we want to sell, but you can see that this entry is more aggressive than this entry. Now, the pros and cons of both, right? So the aggressive entry, you're getting in nice and early, okay? You are against trend, right? If we get in up here, you're getting in nice and early, a great price up here with a view to taking price lower. But you are against trend, okay? Whereas if you wait for a break of structure, you are with trend, okay? And at that point, buyers have given up, right? Buyers are like, right, structure's broken, sellers are coming in, let's get out. So I would suggest there's a higher probability of, taking the structure break, right, and trading this than trading up here. But the pro from trading up here is that you're getting in at a much, much better price. Now, let's see this unravel on the H1. Okay, so if we go down to the H1 now, right, we've got our two levels still, and we're just going to play this H1 along. Okay, so it still, bounces off of our support level. We don't quite get a break, all right, and then price bounces back up. Buyers are still coming in at that level. Okay, and then eventually, look, we get this really nice reaction here. Okay, so the aggressive trader, you could potentially take that reaction, right? Start selling here, put your stop above here, right? And you will have a fantastic trade. Okay, you've got to remember at this point, guys, right? Really, we're aiming for these last lows, okay? Because that's where price has reacted before. That's those daily lows in here. Okay. Now, if we go back one candle, all right, so if we just go back here. So at this point, the aggressive trader's in this trade, okay, and they're in profit and things are looking good. The more conservative, more passive trader, right, is at this level, right? Now, we're not interested until we get a break. Okay, so this is a bit more conservative, a bit more passive if you like, and we're waiting for a break. Now, the next candle happens, right? And we get a break. Okay, now you've got to bear in mind, again, our target is this last low, right? And for that reason, yeah, you've been waiting all day for this trade to happen, and then you get a massive break of structure, which is what we were after, but you don't have a trade, because would you start selling here? Remember, this is your target. Would you start selling here? You know, this is your reward, and really you've got to put your stop above the last high, or at least the moving average 20. So this is your risk. Yeah, you've been waiting all day, and then the trade, the risk to reward doesn't make sense. Okay, so you know, that's the idea of, you know, aggressive versus more conservative, more passive. And in this example, the aggressive trader has a very nice trade indeed, right? They're getting a wonderful risk to reward. Yeah, start selling here, stop here. You know, you're getting a 1 to 4, 1 to 5. Whereas the conservative trader that's been waiting for this structure break doesn't even have a trade. Okay, so I'm just showing you the pros and cons of both, guys. And as you can see, you know, if we carry this on, price comes down and hits those last lows there. And then we start seeing, you know, a nice bullish reaction back up. All right, guys, so that was the S&P from yesterday. Myself, I was waiting for this break of structure that came, and then the trade, you know, wasn't feasible. All right, so there you go, guys. Now, guys, if you stay to the end of the vid, I'm going to give you all of my trade ideas for today. So let's start with those. Let's get out of this, and let's now look at some New Zealand pairs, right? So these New Zealand pairs, if you look at pretty much any New Zealand pair, right? So this is pound New Zealand, and these are against trend trades. When I say against trend, I mean against the daily trend. But just any New Zealand pair, look how overbought, right? This is super overbought, right? Or let's look at New Zealand US dollar. This is super oversold, right? So this is where we find a lot of these New Zealand dollar pairs. All right, so let's go back to pound New Zealand. And what we've had now is a super overbought level with a very nice big bearish candle. Okay, so this would suggest we can just take price back down to the next area of support, right? If not, even the moving average 20. Okay, so let's even put a target in here of this 21600 level. Now, it's against trend, but we've got this big bearish candle. But what I also like, guys, if we drop down to the H4, you can see we've had a H4 structure break. Now, if you look at this trend that we were in, right, this trend kind of started here. Okay, we sort of broke this level, and the trend, that big bullish trend, started. And just look how price never breaks below the moving average 20 or breaks H4 structure, right? All the way up to there, we get no breaks, no breakdown of structure, or a breakdown below the moving average 20, this blue line. Now, today, that has happened, right? We have had a break of H4 structure. Yeah, bang, broken, and we're below the moving average 20, okay, for the first time in all of that trend. So price is breaking down, guys. We've price has already come back up, hit this area of support. You can see it's really good support, and then it becomes resistance. So I'm going to be looking for a price to come back up towards this level, and then I'm going to start selling. Right, put my stop above here, moving average 20 comes round to take price lower. All right, so that's pound New Zealand dollar. And it's exactly the same scenario with euro New Zealand dollar. Okay, So if we look at the day chart, again, super aggressive uptrend. Look at that, right? But finally, we've got sellers coming to the market aggressively, right? That is a big bearish candle, and I would suggest we have some room to the downside. I would just try and take it to the next potential psychological level, this 82,000, right? Take it back down to there. Yeah, so that would be the trade idea. And again, if we drop down to the H4, you can see again, look at this trend, right? It never drops below the moving average 20 because it's so aggressive. And we never get a H4 structure break again until today, right? So if we zoom in, for the first time, we are firmly below the moving average 20. And not only that, we have broken these last H4 lows. We are in a downtrend. Again, unfortunately, we haven't caught this move, right? I wasn't quite awake, to be quite honest, before this move, okay? But if price comes back up towards this area, again, I'm looking for sells. Stop up here, take price lower. I've got more trade ideas, guys. Before I show you my next trade idea, if I could ask you to please subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button and smash that like button. It really helps support the vid, guys. Also, if you would like to speak to like-minded traders, share knowledge, ideas, have a chit chat, then please come join our free Discord channel. Also, guys, if you would like more than that and you would like access to my trade signals, you would like access to my tutorials and strategies, and you would like access to me, then please come join our VIP Trading Academy. Also, right now, if you sign up with one of our preferred brokers, you can get access to all of these things. So come check it all out. And don't forget, join me for the live stream today, 8 a.m. New York EST time. We'll maybe have some live trades and we'll take all of your questions, guys. Right, my next trade idea is New Zealand dollar, US dollar. So exactly the same scenario, but this is in a downtrend, right? So downtrend, super oversold, right? Totally oversold down here. And this one is at a really nice support level, okay? And at this support level, right, you can see we have had a really nice push off that level with a bullish candle. Now, what I'm looking for here on the H4 is a H4 structure break, which we might get with this next H4 candle. Again, price has been coming down on the H4. You can see there's a bit of a level through here, okay? And then if we get a H4 candle that breaks through this level, let's say this candle finishes something like this, yeah, then we're looking to buy New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Yeah, we just need a break of that structure. So yeah, those are my trade ideas for today, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the vid. Please subscribe, like, and share if you have, and come join us for the live stream later today, 8 a.m. New York EST. Have a great trading day, guys. See you later.